Hi everyone, I'm out here. I just finished studying in the lounge over there and I'm heading back to my apartment, but I wanted to come on here and share something really important. It'll take a few seconds. It's the power of a moment. What do I mean by that? You know, the World Cup, it was the final of the World Cup was today. Spain won, but I wanted to come on here and share something, you know, the power of a moment. And I mean by this is related to communication and, you know, any type of communication media and so forth. I believe communication is in all of our professions, in every aspect of our life, because it all involves people, right? Power of a moment, right? You know, what do I mean is like, you don't know, like I mentioned this in one of my videos, you don't know the impact of what you've done to somebody on an emotional level, good or bad, until you look back or they look back, right? Or, you know, and it's only years later you look back, oh, that was a nice thing that person did, or what that person did hurt me. So the power of a moment, right? Just like when you guys watch this video, hopefully you take positive things away from my videos and you walk away, you're like, oh, that was a good video, or that really made me feel good, or that uplifted my mood, you know? And I'm gonna share a story, right? It's like in 2010, you know, when Spain won the World Cup, there was a soccer player who was involved, and, you know, I'm not gonna mention names, but I'll just keep it simple. Maybe I'll mention names, maybe I won't, but it's like that one of the players that was involved in that goal where Spain won, he puts the cross in, it was not a good cross. And to keep it simple, down a little bit, you know, a few months later, he joined another team across London for 50 million, and he wasn't doing well. But when he scored his first goal for the team in London, where he was wearing, because the team he was at before was in Merseyside, they were wearing red. He left that team in Merseyside that he did well at to join a team in London wearing a blue jersey. And he didn't score for 14 games, but on his 14th game, he scored, and all the players got on top of him, did a celebration, and the whole stadium erupted, right? But he said that, and then in 2022, he said, like, you know, as I look back on my time in London with that blue team, I may not have scored as many goals as I was with the team in red that was in Merseyside, but when I look back at my first ever goal I scored with that team, I'll never forget the way my teammates jumped on me and did that pile, and I'll never forget the way the whole stadium erupted. It was like an explosion, he said. Just like when I look back on my journey, the power of a moment. Just like, you know, when somebody, you know, so always be nice to people, always be good. You know, just like how, you know, in my journey, people that have been good to me or inspired me, I never forgot that moment where they inspired me. Just like same thing with a negative moment, when someone gave me negative vibes, or when I was in college going through struggles, or when I was in my career and I crossed paths with not so nice people, I'm like, I'll never forget those negative moments, but how that person made me feel. So power of a moment is powerful. Make it positive. Have a great day.